J.J. Watt, and we should go after him. We shouldn't go after him. We can't afford to sign him. We can make moves to afford to sign him. I'm on the page of yes, we can, and if the money's right, yes, we should. There's a bunch of reasons, right? First of all, if we, like I said in my previous videos, if we make a bunch of cuts, namely Butler, Addison, Jefferson, that frees up about $25 million just by itself. Puts us at about 25 million. JJ is not costing 25 million. He's going to be in the 8 to 10 range. If it's to add a leader like JJ Watt, then you make those moves and you sign JJ Watt, and then you work with the extra 17 million that you have. And if you make the move on John Brown, that puts you back in the 20s. Making these moves is paramount to building leadership on your team. Who else do you want to teach AJ Epinesa how to be a leader? Who else do you want to teach Ed Oliver how to be a leader? Who else do you want to teach your defense to lead? JJ Watt, right? You had Lorenzo Alexander. JJ Watt's probably a step above that when it comes to the leadership department. He might not be. It's probably close because Lorenzo Alexander was one hell of a leader, and so is JJ Watt. I don't know if anybody saw that message in Week 17 when the Texans lost, and he was pissed off that he saw players not giving any effort. He's not having that shit. He's gonna come in. He's gonna make sure everybody's putting in their work and pulling their fucking weight. That's what we need on this team. JJ Watt is absolutely worth the risk. He's worth the shot. He is worthy of our cap space. Now, I already said how we make the cap space to get him. That's a whole other video. I already did it. Go check that one out. I can use the views. I'm just starting, so I'm happy to, be doing these videos. My man Dan Mitchell inspired me to do these. Met him down in Myrtle Beach. Also, I love all the other guys. Hashtag Sports, Buffalo Fanatics, Built in Buffalo, the Cold Front with JTM and Monster and all them. Bills News Consolidated. I know there's some beef between some of them groups too, but I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's Bills fans, and I love every one of you guys, whether you agree with me or not. So it is what it is. But JJ Watt, what he brings to the table is he still has it. He's still a good player. He's not as good as he was, but he's also not going to get paid near as much as he was. He's still a great leader. He's going to bring that to the table. He's going to show our guys what it means to work hard. That's what he's going to do. Now, one thing about his playing time in Houston is that he was pushing about 90 to 95% of the snaps. In Buffalo, we don't do that. We don't have players on our defensive line running 95% of the snaps. The Bills would mitigate his injury risk heavily just based on the fact that he's not only going to be playing 65% of snaps, maybe 50, between 50 and 65% of snaps. The Bills are not going to be, they're not going to be forcing this guy to play 100% of the downs. That's just not what it is. That's not how we do things here. What could you imagine? Ed Oliver with J.J. Watt sitting next to him and Star Lotulelei with Jerry Hughes. The havoc that line would create is insane. And then when it's time for J.J. to take a seat, AJ Epinesa goes in there. It could be scary. It could be very scary. I think that it's a move that you have to make if you can make it. He's available. He wants to go to a Super Bowl contender. We were in an AFC Championship game. He's not going to be that expensive. We can make the money. And he is a hard work leadership guy. We need that on our defense. We do. We've got Poyer for the secondary, right? Edmonds is starting to come in his own in the linebacking group, but he's 22. We need a leader on that D line. JJ Watt is that guy. It's time to go get these pieces that turn AFC Championship contenders to Super Bowl contenders and Super Bowl winners. That's what we need. It has been my pleasure to make another video for you. I'm on a roll here. I've been like one a day for the last 3 days. What's up, babies? You come up to the puppy again? Come on. There we go. Now, here's what we say. Let's go, Buffalo.